Yeah, I mean, we've had a heck of a year, a heck of a run, and we're really excited to be here. Certainly after going as strong of a season as we had year prior to what a lot would consider a rebuilding roster, and having some tough announcements by our school, being back in a regional, and is an incredible feat by our team. I'm really, really proud of them and how much they just believed in each other and believed in coming together as a squad. And so I'm proud of the work they put in every day, and it's a testament to them and their resiliency to be where they are right now and to have taken second in the conference and then won the tournament. So I'm really proud of them and excited to be here.
Robert Sesson, the Bryan College Station Eagle. For the ladies, how much has it helped that you were not only in Texas last year, but, playing #1 seed as well? What did you take from that moving forward for this year?
We just took the competition away from last year and looking to bring that into this year, but also the heat. We're not really used to this heat in Pennsylvania, so I guess playing last year really helped adjust to that for this year too. But we're really excited to get going tomorrow.
Yeah. No, same. Yeah.
Kay Nagley, Texags, for the players. Can y'all just take me through the process of finding out that you would be going from Division I to Division III? It seems like it was a heartbreaking time for y'all.
Yeah. They kind of came out with it a little bit, I think, just not fair to us. We kind of found out through an email first before we could even find out from our coach, so that was hard enough. But I feel like we've just kind of persevered through that entire experience, and I think it was really tough. But we're on the other side of it, and yeah, it's just better that way. So.
For both of the players, what has Coach Savannah meant to you? And I think y'all kind of a little bit of a homecoming for her.
She's awesome. We love her. We look up to her so much. All of our coaches like to have a little bit of fun as well as, get down to business and, play hard. But she does a great job of, letting loose, having fun, but also getting down to the softball type of things. And it's fun to be in her home. We went to her house yesterday to meet her family and have dinner with them. So. But Sav works with her.
Yeah, she's our outfield coach, and I work really head-on with her, so we have a really good relationship. She's just awesome in general, so.
Anything else in here? Yep, we'll go to the back.
Parker Ream, Fox 44. Beth, just kind of having that experience maybe going up against these top-tier teams, what's been the mentality, heading into this regional for y'all and just preparing for tomorrow?
Absolutely. It's very much why not us. We have worked really, really hard all year, and just because maybe our facilities aren't as shiny doesn't mean that our work isn't as valuable. And so we've worked really hard to be here, and we look at Division I as Division I, and you're a Division I athlete just like they are. So let's go in there and compete.
What have you seen from A&M just on the outside looking in?
Yeah, they're a very well-rounded team. And so as we look to a scouting report, it's just a matter of, okay, let's not worry so much about what they're going to do on the field, and let's worry about what we're going to do on the field. So scouting report-wise, we've talked through some things and making sure that we're playing fast enough softball to keep up. But outside of that, we're just worried about playing red flash softball and staying together.
Tyler Shaw with KBTX. Coach, is there a comparison to a team you've played this season that is kind of similar to style of play? What you anticipate seeing tomorrow?
Yeah, we started off our season at South Carolina, who's the number 8 seed in the tournament. So we really focus on trying to get into a big stadium every year. We were slated to play Texas, unfortunately didn't get to due to some illness on our end. But we had some big teams on our schedule intentionally to make sure when we ended up in this situation, like we planned on going to a regional, we were ready. So we, played South Carolina 6-0, didn't get run ruled. That's something, and that was our first weekend out when honestly we weren't playing very great softball. So now that we're playing our best softball, we really feel like we can go out there and hang in.
And then how do your approach at the plate when you're against this pitching staff, and especially with Emily Kennedy and just kind of the arms that you'll see out there?
Absolutely. I think our approach at the plate is stay in our zone. I think that's a huge thing is when you're watching these A&M pitchers, they're getting a lot of swings outside of the zone. And so how do we pick our pitches? What's our best pitch to hit and stay in our zone? As long as we can do that and continue to swing hard, we're going to put a lot of good balls in play.
Beth. What kind of similar question to them? What is Coach Zavala meant to you, and what does it mean to be able for her to be back home and you to be back to a place that is pretty close to where you've been before?
Absolutely. I actually played my last high school game ever at A&M's old stadium because I'm a little bit older. But so it's kind of cool to be back coaching in this field. And I've known Coach Zavala since she was 16. I coached her in her college days. And so it's really cool to have known someone since she was so young, and be bringing her back home and coaching with her has been really, really special. So this was, I told her when we got picked A&M, it was always meant to be. And so here we are bringing her home.
So who'd you play in that playoff game?
Brian. Yep.
Did you lose or win?
We lost. Yeah, we lost that game. Yep.
Anything else
That's why
in
it's my
here?
last game ever.
All right, we'll move to our Zoom. Eric, if you have anything, go for it.
Your sound was all the way down
We had
there,
you muted,
Eric.
Eric. One more time.
All right, I'll ask you again for the players. What's it like playing for your coach?
Oh gosh.
It's awesome. We've had a lot of fun this season through the ups and downs, obviously, but they kept us going, honestly, through all that tough news we've gotten. But it's just exciting to play for a coaching staff that really cares about us and likes to have fun.
Yeah, it's also kind of cool to have coaches that know you super well, and they can tell how you like to be coached in a certain way. So that's also new to me too, because in high school it wasn't one-on-one, face-on-face type of thing, but she knows who I am, and she knows how to coach me in a certain way, and everybody on their team. So.
And then for coach, obviously with everything that transpired with the future of the program and everything, how were you able to get these players to focus on this year and what they could control?
A big thing for me is knowing that they were cared about, knowing that they're fought for. I definitely made that message very clear, I think, in our first team meeting, that I was fighting for them and fighting for everything I could do to uphold our program and the legacy of St. Francis softball. And, we've really talked about resiliency does not feel good when you're in the middle of it. And every day has not felt good, but we are so much more resilient because of everything we went through. And they could have fallen apart or come together over it, and they've come together over it. And that's really been our cry all season, is whatever we're going through it together. Stay together, because this is what it's about. And we actually I would love to shout out some of our alumni who came back for alumni weekend, and that was such a big turning point for us, I think, in the season, of seeing some of these women who came back from our first and second team ever in school history, and they're still best friends 38 years later. And the team just kept looking at each other and said, that's going to be us. And that's what it's about, is, yes, the wins and losses matter. We're an incredibly competitive group. We definitely value competition. We definitely value winning. But winning isn't the most things that you're going to remember. You're going to remember the trips to the regionals, the time that you got stranded in an airport. You're going to remember the TikTok you made with your team when someone fell down. You're going to remember all the funny stuff that happened along the way, all those moments that really made you become best friends through a sport that gave you so much. And so that's what we've really focused on, is, yes, we want to go win. We're very competitive. We've done the work to do that. Now let's make some memories.